Hey, watchers! So, Mr. Joseph Antonio Cartagena, and known as Fat Joe, has gotten himself in a little bit of trouble, y'all. The rapper is being sued for $20 million by his ex-hypman. Fat Joe has been accused of inappropriate relationships with minors. His ex-hypman Terrance T.A. Dixon alleges that he has witnessed Fat Joe engaging in sexual acts with minors as young as 15 and 16 years old, y'all. Terrance claims that one of the young girls was a 16-year-old female who would perform oral and other acts on Fat Joe in exchange for clothing, cash, and cell phone payments. Mm, mm, mm. Terrance has also said that there is a young girl that is not from the United States that Fat Joe met at an overseas concert when she was only 15 years old. Fat Joe has flown the young girl to Miami and New York City on numerous occasions. The lawsuit also alleges that Fat Joe paid for surgery for this minor because guess why, y'all? Because her body wasn't fully matured yet and she didn't look like a woman. So he paid for her to get a Brazilian butt lift. Newsflash, Fat Joe, at 15, she's not supposed to look like a woman yet. Duh. Child. Anyway, she eventually left him, and she is now a little bit older and married to an athlete. The court documents also mentioned a third minor that was 15 years old when Fat Joe was in his late 30s. Fat Joe was said to be so in love with this minor that he contemplated leaving his wife for her. He could pay her bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? I guess Fat Joe said he could and did. Anyway, he would pay her bills and he would take her on overseas tours with him. Now, my question is, where are the parents in all of this? How are these young girls able to travel with him overseas without a parent? But you know something? As I learned with the R. Kelly case, sometimes these parents don't care as long as they are getting some kind of payment from it. Mm. And this last young lady that he was so in love with, the one he was going to leave his wife for, her, that girl, allegedly, he had rented a condo for her in Miami, and the condo was a few blocks away from the home he shared with his wife, y'all. Terrance Dixon worked for Fat Joe from 2006 to 2019, and he has a lot to say. I mean, years of information. And why Fat Joe wanted to mistreat this man is beyond me. He knows too much. He got too much to tell. He knows where the bodies are buried, Joe. What is wrong with you? Anyway, Terrance has accused Fat Joe of coercive labor exploration, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. The ex-hype man says that he was consistently underpaid, denied songwriting credits, and deliberately concealed from royalties and back in compensation. So Fat Joe was working this man to death and was not paying him his worth. He wasn't paying him for all that he was doing for him. What a mess. According to Terrance, he was part of the security team, a background singer, and a creative collaborator for Fat Joe. Terrance said that he endured years of abuse, including surveillance based humiliation and forced participation in acts that Terrance said he never consented to. He said that these sex based abuses were not private, incidental, nor were they isolated. He also said that Fat Joe used his influence to silence and control those around him. Now, who does that sound right like, y'all? Demon Diddy. Tyrone Blackburn, Terrance Dixon's attorney, said Fat Joe is Sean Combs minus the Tusi. Blackburn continued by saying he's learned nothing from his 2013 federal conviction. Now, what he's talking about is when Fat Joe was put in federal prison for about 4 months, I think, due to not paying taxes on $3.3 million of taxable income. When are y'all going to stop playing with the IRS? When y'all going to learn? All of these celebrities out here not paying their taxes and get locked up. Well, some of them do, not all, but that's another story. Now, Fat Joe's attorney, Joe Tacopina, denies all of the allegations against Fat Joe. Then Tacopino said that Terrance's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, improperly files cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and press defenses. Tacopino alleges that he's spoken to the women that Terrance said were victims, and they all deny that they were abused in any way by Fat Joe. These girls are saying that nothing happened, they're good. But don't they all say that? Well, sometimes. Anyway, well, here we go again with another one, and another one, and another one. So far, this summer has been lit with all this drama going on. I mean, who's next to go to court? Should we make a bet on this? Who's gonna be next? Because somebody gonna be next. I just don't know who it is. We got Tyler Perry, Demon Diddy is already there, and now Fat Joe done joined, the court stuff that's about to happen. Anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And as usual, y'all know me with my nosy self. You know I'll be watching.